All right. Shalom, family. All right. So I'm just going to give people a few more minutes so that they can come in and join us. But shalom to everybody in the chat. Shalom, family. Okay. Let's see here. What's up, KD?
I'm all good, Case. I'm all good, Lisa.
Okay. All right. All right. I hope everybody is doing well. How you doing, KD?
Doing excellent, Lisa. Sun's rising even though it's cold, but I'm doing fine.
I hear you. I'm in New Jersey, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, man. But one thing, it's actually the temperatures are going up for us this week. I think starting Monday, we're going to be almost at 60 degrees.
Wow. I mean, we're in the mid-30s right now.
Yeah.
It ain't even 4 o'clock yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing about being up north, y'all. It has its drawbacks. Man. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and Katie and we're going to go over the current events. Man, KD, it looked like this coronavirus, man, this had to come from the Most High. You see how it is just jumping into more countries? It's like every
it is blowing up like a hot song. I'm telling you, Lisa.
Yeah, man. And you know what, Katie? It does not need a host, and it can live on a surface for up to 5 days. And even if a person don't have symptoms, they can still have the virus and spread it to other people. Man, this thing, it is going to be impossible for them to contain this thing. And it says that people that have it, it can take up to 14 days before they even feel the symptoms.
Wow. Wow. I mean, Moab is in big old trouble because I think most of that country is like they got all this, and it's like, man, they can't even contain this.
And listen, they just quarantined a second city. They had Wuhan.
Yeah, I heard about that. Their whole town got quarantined.
Yeah, and they just quarantined a second town, a second one.
Wow.
So yeah, they going through it. They are going through it, y'all. We're gonna get that a little.
Yeah, Moab's getting his butt whooped by this. I mean, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm even more worried about, our some of our brethren in Africa, because I mean Moab is really trying to dominate, take Africa over.
You'll see,
and they gonna come in with this mess.
That's what I was talking about in my video. As soon as I heard about it, that's what I thought about. I said, you know what? They go in and out of Africa all the time. It would be nothing for one of them to show up with that virus, and then it starts spreading all over Africa.
Yeah, like once that happens, I mean, it's pretty much a wrap.
There's no cure for this at all. There's no cure.
It ain't like Africa, got its own set of issues. The last thing they need is this one.
Yes. Yes. Yep. It sure is. So I heard the last time I saw anything on the coronavirus, it was last night, and someone in the Philippines died.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
First death outside of China. And I said, there's more to come, because Katie, you don't know how this thing is going to react in warm weather. Some diseases will accelerate when the climate is warm.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
So right now we're in the winter. If they don't get this thing under control, it is not going to be unheard of for it to spread like wildfire when the temperatures just start rising around here. And they're already saying, I was looking at the Weather Channel, they're already saying we're going to see an early spring.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, we got to all be careful right now. Yeah, Wayward 242, they said they suspect this thing started from people over there in China eating bats. Who the fuck would eat a bat? Shit don't even look appetizing.
Yeah, that's a perfect reason for me to never enter a Chinese food joint after this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Y'all.
Because they carry that stuff. I mean, they carry some of them like the dead bats and everything. They carry them into the restaurants and they cook it for folks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, thank you.
Not only that, KD, think about it. If the symptoms don't show up for 14 days, even if the symptoms are not there, the person is still contagious. How do you know that person bringing that Chinese food to your house didn't contaminate your container before giving it to you? Because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to get the virus and they're not going to know how they got it. Eating in them damn Chinese restaurants and having that shit delivered to your house. You know?
Absolutely. I mean, but even before the virus even exploded, people didn't even know what they were eating in.
Yeah. Hey, Big Mike. What up?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Shalom, Big Mike. How you doing, big bruh?
What's going on, KD? Everybody in the room. Shoot, I'm out here trucking in this warm weather. I'm glad it's warm because it's been cold.
Yeah, that's what Katie and I were just talking about. It's like in the 40s where I am, and he said it's in the 30s where he is.
Yeah, it's supposed to get up in the 60s today. Woo!
Well, that's what we're getting tomorrow. I said that's why everybody's sick. The weather is just bouncing all over the damn place.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah, that coronavirus, I heard it was up in Massachusetts now.
Yeah, there is a case up there. But see, you know what? They can't contain this. These Chinese people are always coming and going in and out of the country. And their asses are global. They're in Jamaica. They're all over Africa. They're in South America. They're everywhere. So how do you contain this thing? You can't.
It's going to get worse before it get better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
yeah, I was looking at the map and where the cases are, and they got a case in Illinois.
Oh yeah, and I heard about one having one in California too.
California, Washington State, Arizona, and Illinois.
Cause I remember San Francisco, they have a Chinatown out there.
Well, Chinatown is in all major cities across the country. All major cities got a Chinatown.
Yeah, because like from where I live in North Mississippi, it's like 5 hours to the state border of Illinois. So it's like, you might as well say it's in our back door too. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be nationwide. There's no way it won't be. No way. All right, y'all, let's get to the story that I have. I got to go ahead and share my screen, y'all. Let's see. All right, give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you see my screen, y'all. Then I can go ahead and get started. All right, I got a bunch of 1s. All right, family, let's get started. All right, we're going to start with some current event here. Kobe Bryant. All right, Kobe, as you know, died in a helicopter crash. Some people thought he owned the helicopter. He did not own the helicopter, but he used this company to fly him from his, from his mansion to the Staples Center for rehearsals, for practice and games. So, it was a service that he used all the time. So, 9 people died that were on the helicopter, including his daughter. And the funeral plans will be this week. Now, I was looking at some of the pictures and stuff that was posted. And I said, you know what? I don't even think Kobe knew who he was. If he did, he sure didn't speak about it. But I saw them Christmas pictures, with his kids and his wife and Santa and all that stuff. I was like, wow, Kobe, really? But go ahead. Katie, what do you think?
I mean, me knowing about this, because I watch sports and everything. He actually did that, throughout his whole career, and then after he retired, he started doing it to going to his practice facility, which is called Mama Productions, and it was a bunch of NBA players that go there and practice right along with him, so their skills could get better. He was doing that for quite a long time, Lisa.
Yeah. And from what I understand, that helicopter company that he used to always use, they grounded all of their helicopters after the crash. Now, I also found out the visibility was very poor in California that day. And in fact, the airport had canceled a whole bunch of flights because of poor visibility. So I don't understand, if the airport canceled all those flights, why would a helicopter be out there? The visibility would have still been poor in a helicopter. So it seems to me that somebody made a bad judgment on this whole thing. Big Mike?
I mean, a possibility could come from come from somebody within his camp that told him, "Oh, it's okay to ride it." Because I don't think Kobe would make such a decision like that.
Yeah, not what with his daughter. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was saying, they give celebrities favoritism over everybody else, so I think that was more of a favoritism call because who he was,
I think it was too. But y'all, this is not the first time this has happened. Remember Aaliyah? Okay. And the pilot told them they had put too much luggage and everything and weighed the plane down too much. But see, in my opinion, they need to just say, look, the visibility is bad, or you got too much packed on here. We are not flying until the weather clears up, or you're going to have to get a separate plane and fly this luggage. And, the pilots can refuse. I don't know what the hell their problem is. And I remember with Aaliyah's crash, because you know what video she did over there? She did Rock the Boat. I remember that. I remember that video. That was the last one she did. Go ahead, Big Mike. What were you going to say?
No, I was agreeing with you, Lisa. That's what it was, Rock the Boat.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you really think about it, she really didn't have to die. Just like Kobe, if somebody would have just used some damn common sense and say, look, Kobe, I know y'all want to go to the Staples Center or whatever, but the visibility is bad. We're just going to have to wait for everything to clear up or just cancel the flight. Why can't they do that?
I mean, there was also a little story going around that Kobe had the helicopter director, play with the play with the buttons and stuff over there sometimes. And I'm sitting there like, why would you have him do that?
Yeah.
KD sound like to me somebody trying to avoid a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Actually, Mike, you're correct, because I think I read an article saying that they're gonna come up with a lawsuit against the Kobe family for this.
Oh, y'all, don't worry about the trolls. Let's deal with the trolls right now.
We got trolls in the building.
Every troll in here, let me just inform you of something. On January 27th, 2020, I took YouTube to court again for demonetizing my channel and putting a warning on with a fraudulent video. I won my case. So I have beat YouTube in court twice. Okay? You would have been better off just leaving my ass alone, because now by court order, YouTube got to monetize me, take the warning off, and they got to pay me a settlement. You would have been better off leaving me alone, because you know what? In January, we know your videos don't pay worth shit in January after the holidays. I would have ended up with far less. than if you wouldn't just start, if you would have just stopped fucking with me. I could have financially ended up with less. So you motherfuckers handed this victory to me. Somebody over there don't have a brain. So I got 2 victories. One, the first time y'all tried to terminate my channel, and I won that through the courts. Then you tried to demonetize me the second time around, and I won that through the court. I guess some people just got head so hard, you just don't learn. So the way I see it, keep the goddamn money coming, motherfuckers. Thank you.
Well, shit. The fact that they rocking and rolling keep, blowing up your bag.
That's what I'm saying. They are so dumb. They don't realize they're helping me when they do this stuff.
Praise to the Most High. Shoot, you won that case twice.
And you would think they would get it by now. If they didn't mess with me, Big Mike, I wouldn't have made hardly nothing. Because in January and February on YouTube, you don't make shit after the holidays are over. They would have been better off leaving me alone.
Well,
So,
trolls be trolls,
So the courts told me 2 things. 2 things. Okay.
Yeah, but back to this Kobe thing. I think his family gonna see a lawsuit from this helicopter company. I already see that coming.
Oh, it's going to be that. I'm sure they have to be insured to be able to put helicopters up there. But 2 things. I want to say 2 more things. Number 1, the court order went out to YouTube Legal to turn my monetization back on and to take the fake warning that was placed on my account off. Number 2, you know what the courts told me? I can sue the same company multiple times. So I said, oh, hot damn, give me a stack of them damn forms. And they did. So the next time you come fucking around me, I'm ready. I'm all ready to fill out the form and go back up to the courts again. They said I can sue the same motherfucker multiple times. Don't think for one moment that I won't do it. That's all I got to say. All right, let's get back to Colby. What were you saying? Go ahead, Big Mike.
Yeah, I was saying shots fired.
What I was saying, Lisa, is that I already saw an article that the helicopter company is actually geared for a lawsuit against Kobe's family.
Yeah, they better get ready. They better get ready. And in these wrongful death lawsuits will tally up this person's net worth had they lived. They gonna be paying a fortune to Kobe's widow.
Yeah, because before he died, his net worth was almost $800 million.
Yeah.
Damn, 800 million?
Yeah. They're gonna base that wrongful death case on what he would have earned in the future had he lived. So they're gonna be forking over some serious cash to this family.
Whew.
They for real though, they might as well get ready to get put out of business because I don't see them surviving this lawsuit.
Yeah, and you're not, and KD, you're only talking about Colby and his daughter. You're not even touching on the other 7 people that were on board that's going to sue as well.
That's why I say to that helicopter company, they might as well just get ready to get put out. They might as well just fold up and move on. Because they about to be sued up the wazoo.
Yeah, they are. They really are, y'all. Yeah, I saw all of the, videos. And, these white women out here losing their mind talking about he's a rapist. I don't even hear y'all doing that to Harvey Weinstein.
Not Harvey Weinstein, not Ben Roethlisberger, not Ben Affleck, not Woody Allen, none of them.
Right. They're not doing that to none of those men. But with Colby, they want to have their mouth open all day long talking about rapists. Never mind the fact that the victim had multiple semen in her damn panties.
And yeah, and that's what I was about to say. I mean, the bitch was sleeping around even before she got to Kobe.
And when they went to court with it, her ass was pregnant from she had sex with some guy in rehab and got pregnant. Okay.
And then they was talking about, oh, that's Kobe's baby. No, that ain't Kobe's baby.
No, she had that with some other junkie in rehab. That's not Kobe's baby. She had that with another junkie, just like herself.
These
And then the thing the other thing about, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was saying these Becky's something fucking serious because I what I don't like is when these white supremacists get up there and try to bash this man and his family going through all that,
and Mike, why do Becky got her mouth open? Every single year we see these pedophile Beckys going after children. Why does she even got her mouth open?
She can't help it but to have her mouth open. Here, she always got something going in it.
I mean, shit, Mike. I mean, she was the original hoe.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
She can't help it. Hell, she got to have something in her mouth.
I mean, really, Big Mike. Take a look at their knees. I mean, the damn color of their knees is always fucking wet red. I mean,
she is. That's where they got the sperm bank from. She is a walking sperm bank, KD.
Yeah, sperm bank, but can't have no damn babies.
Right. Kills me, man, with that bullshit. Then that racist ass reporter gonna say the Los Angeles niggas. You know what I'm saying?
She try to insult us talking about, she said knackers. I said, bitch, we heard what you said.
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah.
Now her ass hiding around somewhere because she knows she gonna get the business if she ever go outside.
I heard that GER on the end. I heard it.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles niggers. I mean, niggers.
Yeah.
Then the white supremacists gonna come to her aid and help her get her job. Did she get her job back?
You know what? I didn't even follow it like that. But I did go out on Twitter and I found her and I told her she was a white supremacist bitch.
Damn.
I found her. And I wasn't the only one. Phil was out there. A couple of us were out there telling her butt off.
Whew. These damn women something serious.
No. What happened was they put her stinking ass on administrative leave trying to hide her ass.
Yeah. There ain't no hiding that. She know what she said. Come on. And then gonna try to insult us. I didn't say I said knackers. Knackers ain't even a fucking word. So why would you say knackers? That ain't no word.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just go around saying non-words and you a damn anchor on TV.
They wouldn't even hire your ass if you did, stupid.
Knacker ain't even a damn word. Please.
Yeah, just making up shit on the fly. She said what she said. She meant what she said.
Exactly.
And then the shit she made up was even worse than a little bit worse than the fucking word she said. It's not even a fucking word.
I wish I could be right there when they do the slip of the tongue. Time that word slip out their mouth. I wish I could just come out of thin air and knock the hell out of them. Yeah, they better be glad I ain't Most High because
what the fuck were the clowns that other clowns at MSNBC next to her? What the fuck did they do about it? Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Niggas come out their lips. Yeah, niggas come out their little fish lips too, KD.
Yeah, sure did. Wanda, that's right, Joe Johnson. Wanda Sykes came out running her mouth trying to defend that shit.
Oh, I don't even know why Wanda Dykes is even relevant. I don't even know why she's relevant. She ain't even told a fucking funny ass hit since what, the 90s?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Abigail Disney. Please, that bitch. Her grandfather was a damn pedophile. And
I mean, the ultimate pedophile. We're talking about Walt Disney.
Wait a minute, Katie. When they draw those animations, don't they all start out as a penis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually,
Disney can kiss my ass.
Yep. They start off as a penis, and some of them start off as a vagina.
Yep.
You got the case.
Actually, shout out to Professor Griff because I watched a 10-15 minute clip where they actually drew that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I saw it from.
Okay, she ain't got to worry about calling Colby anything. She need to look within her own damn family. That's where the pedophiles are. All right, y'all. Anybody got any more to say about Colby? Because we can, move on.
I mean, the fact that, that bitch Abigail, wanted to run off on Kobe. And it was from the Washington Post, started that firestorm too. Now her ass is out there hiding and shit. It's just a fucking shame that they got a trash a man that just died. I mean, damn, let Vanessa grieve. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
they're not thinking about. Yeah, they're not even thinking about his kids, But see, you let somebody white die. Oh, the family. Oh, we just want to show respect for the family. Yeah, okay. So we know who you show respect for and who you don't.
Yeah. Yep. That's right, Lisa.
And then on top of that, it's like what Terrell is saying. You're re-victimizing the damn victim. You're re-victimizing Vanessa, and that's the worst time to do it. Right after her husband fucking died. Really?
This is why when they try to bring up morals, I don't let them bring that shit up to me because these folks don't have a shred of morals. They don't know what morals are. You enslave people and then going to talk about some fucking morals. Get out of here. All right, y'all. Here's the next one. This is the palindrome date. The last time we had a sequence of numbers that were similar like this was 900 years ago. Today is 02/02/2020. And if you read the number backwards, it comes out the same way. That's why it's called a palindrome. Mm-hmm.
Learn something new today.
You notice how we've been getting these dates where the numbers repeat? Remember the last lunar eclipse, 12/12/12/12?
Right.
Yeah. So now we got 02/02/2020. And like I said, if you read it backwards, it comes out the same way. The last time something like this happened was 900 years ago. 900 years ago. We had 11/11/11/11, which was 909 years ago. So this Sunday is the first time in 909 years where we had numbers in, exact sequence like this. Now, what does it mean? I don't know, but the Most High is always sending us messages in many, many different ways.
Well, with all this stuff going on around the world, could mean something big.
Judgment Day? Yeah, you're right. Wait, we're 242, Judgment Day. But yeah, it was just interesting to see that because today I think is the Super Bowl and Groundhog Day on the Gentile calendar.
Oh, it's Groundhog Day today?
Yeah.
Did he see his damn shit?
No, it's going to be an early spring.
Well, it's been an early spring down here. We ain't really had no cold winter. That's what scares
Yeah,
me.
we didn't really get a lot of snow this year so far. I don't know what's coming in February because February can be a pretty bad month up in the Northeast.
And up here in my damn area, it was 6 o'clock. Snow was on the ground, and then this morning it damn near disappeared.
Mm-hmm. The only JS Actually, it comes out to 8. If you add up 0202 and then the 2020, if you just count the 2s in the sequence, it comes out to 8. Right. And today is the 33rd day of the year. And there are 333 days left in the year.
Whoa.
And this is a leap year.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's too many 33s for my liking, but I guess that's the way it added up.
Right. Right. So yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I see my number again in that 0202 2020.
Okay.
44.
44.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. See, there you go. That's right, Blue Tinsel. Thank you for posting that. I did forget about that almost. Yep. 33rd day of the year, 333 days left, and it is a leap year. So, but we are seeing a lot of wild stuff go on this year. We really are.
Yeah, I mean, we just now finished January, and look at all that happened in January.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That's scary. I'm telling you, know what? I ain't scared of nothing, but damn, boy, we got a long way to go. We got 33 days to go.
Yeah. Yeah, right. 333. Yep.
They're like, damn.
Uh-huh. So yeah, numbers do matter. I know I've heard some Hebrews say that, they don't like that we talk about numbers, but numbers are spoken about all through the Bible. When the Most High wanted our men to build certain things, he would give them the exact measurements in yards and cubits, and that's all mathematical.
Right.
And then you have the book of Numbers because you counted the people in the wilderness. So numbers have always been a part of our lives.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, KD.
If they sitting up here not liking numbers, then why are they screaming 144,000 every damn fifth scripture?
Right. But, I've come across some that have a problem with, number. I said, how could you have a problem with numbers when the whole Bible is mathematical? The Most High created the earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Numbers. Right?
I mean, heck, even in Zechariah 13:8-9, he used fractions.
Right. And on Noah had to put the right amount of animals on the ark, right? He would have had to count that out.
Yep, 7 clean, 2 unclean.
Right.
Every kind.
Right. And he had to make sure, and it went 40 days and 40 nights.
Right.
Right.
Heck, even when it came to prayer, I mean, he forgives 77 times 7. What is that?
Right. Right. And didn't he give Moses the 10 commandments? You got to use math for all that stuff.
Right.
So
yeah, did Judas get 30 pieces of shekels?
Right.
Silver?
And how will we know our 400 years of captivity is up if we didn't count, if we weren't counting along the way?
Right. Even keeping the holy days, you got to use mathematical.
You sure do. 666. That's right, Magic City Photography MIA 305. That's right, 666. 364 days if you're a Hebrew, 365 days on the Gentile calendar.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, them guys that or whoever it is come and talking about we use numbers and we ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Them self-righteous Hebrews.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say straight up, it's probably most of them unrighteous camps.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right, Amanda Sharpley. Military time 2020. Yep. It's 8. It sure is. So You know, it all, the Most High will let us know what it is. He will. All right, y'all. KD and Big Mike, the killing of William Green. This was the black man in Baltimore that had his hand cuffed in, you know, behind him, and he was placed in a police cruiser, and he was in a seatbelt, and this black cop came up in there and shot him 7 times, killed him.
That is a doggone shame. For you to be scared of somebody that's already handcuffed and behind a damn belt, I'm just gonna say this flat out. But that cop was a bitch, straight up.
Yeah.
That's what you call one of them black-hearted niggas. That's what you call that.
Exactly. Exactly. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, the cop did go to jail, but he tried to lie on the police report and said William Green tried to get his gun. Now, I don't know how he could do that, seat belted in a police cruiser and his hands handcuffed behind his belt. I don't see how he could have reached for anything.
And the fact that he was, I think it was was he strapped behind a seatbelt?
Yes.
How the fuck you gonna move and you strapped behind a seatbelt? I mean, my goodness, man.
Katie, the people that were there and witnessed it said he did not put up any kind of resistance. He cooperated the entire time.
Yeah, KD, yeah, that black-hearted nigga thought he was he's a white supremacist in black skin, KD.
But this is not the only shooting he did. He did another shooting in 2012 of killing a black guy that was in a park. And personally, from the way that sounded, it sounded like it was a drug deal that went bad.
Yeah, it sounded to me like he wasn't getting paid being a cop, so he had to do some dirty shit on the low.
And that was another brother too that he killed. He got away with killing that one and got off with everything back in 2011.
Sound like that black-hearted motherfucker in Augusta, Georgia. They got his head blowed off.
Yeah, definitely a dirty cop. Definitely. So, you know, the family, of course, is demanding justice. I don't blame them. And I don't believe they're offering any bail for this cop, so he can't get out of jail.
Yeah, more than likely because of his history being a dirty motherfucking cop.
But here's the thing, y'all, and I'm not defending the cop. Please don't take it that way. I ain't defending this devil. But you notice how they know how to do swift justice when it's a black cop doing the shooting. But if a white cop do the shooting, they do everything they can to keep that cop free. How come they know what justice is in this case, but all of the other shootings that happened, we never saw justice this swift with a cop?
Well, shit, we know what a colonizer cop, he wouldn't even be behind bars.
Right.
They wouldn't even release that motherfucker name.
No. And they damn sure don't show no mug shots.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Mug shots.
Yeah. See, when you got the complexion for the connection, you get those white privileges.
Yes, you sure do. You sure do. Yep. So y'all, you know, this is a tragedy. I sure hope the family prevailed. The way this thing went down, this family should get the biggest payout in American history for this shooting.
I mean, the evidence is too overwhelming. It's too overwhelming for them to not even be granted a victory over this.
Yeah. All right. Now, this week I did a couple of stories on these dirty ass cops falsifying police reports. Well, this is one in LA, and he was classifying anyone black or Hispanic as gang members, even if they weren't gang members at all. So this officer was suspended for falsifying reports, you know, just automatically labeling people that have melanin in their skin as gang members.
Seemed like he was trying to fulfill a quota up in them profit prisons.
Mm-hmm. So we know they do this all the time. Yeah, there's going to be a handful of them that they were out for doing this, but this is done largely all across America. We know that. Unfortunately, y'all, it seemed like the last few cops, I did one yesterday on a cop that falsified a police report on someone. You know, they figured out the person was innocent, and that was a black cop that did that too, out of Philly. So, you know, this is why I don't trust any cop. I don't care what race the cop is. I don't trust any of them.
I don't know if I read
especially
this. Saw it on YouTube. These cops, white cops, are also targeting black men and women with dreadlocks.
Yeah, no, you did see that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah, they consider that gang related or some part of a religious or cult.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, shit. I even read about that report that Phil did about New York City, saying that that brothers are out there being targeted on purpose so they can fulfill them quotas.
Yeah. Well, they always been doing that, KD. Yeah.
Yeah, I got dreadlocks. I think these dreadlocks scare the hell out of white folks.
Oh, white folks need to go somewhere and sit down. Their life scared the hell out of me. So yeah. Seriously, please go somewhere and sit down. All right. Now we've got this story, which I thought was ridiculous. This is an African leader that does not believe in LGBTQ. Thank you, Demetrius Flag, for the super chat. He does not believe in the gay lifestyle. And because of that, when he tried to come to the US, he's barred because he is not embracing homosexuality.
Hallelujah. I'm with that brother.
Okay. He's Tanzanian.
I'm with you when
yeah.
I mean, shoot, look at it. I mean, our Elohim is against it. So just on that alone, shout out to that homie right there.
Look, people are going to resent it if you're trying to force everybody's hand into accepting it. And that's what they have done. They're doing this even in the schools. You know, many of these kids come from families with a mother and father, but they still got to learn about homosexuality in school.
You know, the one thing that I noticed ever since they took the word out to schools, all this unrighteous filth came through these schools right after that.
Okay, Donald Trump trying to put it back in the schools. Prayer.
Yeah. Yeah. So this happened recently, you know, so he's not, because he won't embrace LGBTQ over there in Africa, he has been barred from coming here to the United States.
Oh, come on, Mike. This is the same dude that passed an executive law on the Jewish thing.
Right. Right. I wish I was still in school when they get prayer back. I'd be out there, Elohim, God of April. I had them white folks scared in their boots.
Uh-huh.
And come to think about it, Mike, that's the one thing that they don't want, because they're finally going to recognize that that's our power.
Right. Right. It's a dead culture. You can't reproduce if you're LGBTQ. You can't reproduce. You can't give life. It's a dead culture.
You know,
and on top of that, Lisa, you're actually spreading disease all around.
Right.
Go ahead, Big Mike. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I'll say a lot of African nations are against homosexuality.
Yeah.
It's the United States over there trying to push that shit on them people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember old boy 44, he went over there and tried to sodomize Africa, and we know what happened after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody's not going to embrace that all over the world. So, I mean, some places will embrace it and others no. And see, they've always tried to force the hand of Africa. Some of you might remember when Obama was in office and Hillary was the Secretary of State, they went over to Africa and they let it be known if they did not accept homosexuality, they would not get funding from the US.
Yeah, that's Lisa, that's exactly what I was talking about when he was doing his tours over here, over there.
Yeah. You know, so they're always trying to force everybody's hand, which I don't think is right. I think people should be left to make their own decisions on what they accept or not. I mean, and let's be real. If this was a world leader and they didn't like black people, would they be barred from coming in here?
Nope.
No, they would gladly let them in here. And
yep,
they know
and playing rather.
Right. Right. Exactly. You know, and it just goes to show you we have no protection, and some of these other groups that have leapfrogged ahead of us, they got more protection than we ever had in this country.
Hell, they even have more Lisa, they even have more reparation offers than we ever got.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Most High said it best, KD. We ain't got a friend nowhere in this world. Hell no. That's why I ain't traveling no goddamn well. It's already rough over here. Why I want to go over there and get my ass whooped over there too? Shit, fuck that.
Right. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. You know, so you can hate black people all day long and be a world leader, and you are always welcomed here. But if you don't embrace LGBTQ and you try to come to the US, you are barred. So that just go to show you who got power and who don't. And we definitely don't.
Yeah, that may be true right now, but very, very soon, that's going to be reversed.
Don't worry. We got a plague in the earth right now. It's going to drop a lot of homosexuals.
Woo, it's going to wipe a lot of people out. That corona, keep your eye on that coronavirus. Okay, Amy
Senator Amy Klobuchar, a 2020 White.
Okay, Amy Klobuchar, I did a story on this earlier in the week. She convicted an innocent 16-year-old black teen for a murder of an 11-year-old that he did not commit. Okay, she was a DA at one time in Minnesota, y'all. And in her position, she did like many of the DAs around this country. She went after black people and didn't care that she was putting innocent people in jail. And this is one of them. This 16-year-old was convicted, did go to jail, and he never committed the crime. And she is the one that put him in jail. And she's running for president now.
Yeah, it sounds like Amy Klondike Bar is a colonizer version of damn near Kamala Harris.
You know, a lot
Putting
of people
kids behind bars. Ever heard that before?
Lord have mercy. Woo.
Yeah.
Seems like Amy Klondike Bar should drop from the damn race.
You know, why switch out one racist for another? Just keep the dummy that you already know.
I mean, according to Amy Klondike Bar, she really don't have a chance of winning. I don't even know why she's staying in. She's not even amongst the top.
Yeah, I don't know, but no, she has zero chance of winning. She can't even get the black vote. When I was reading about, you know, her run, she's done a very poor job even getting the black vote. So we know white Democrats cannot win presidential races. It's simply not enough of them. They need the black vote in order to have any victory when it comes down to the presidential election. So as long as she don't even have the black vote, her chances are completely zero.
Hell, Donald Trump paying black people to vote for him. Shit.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, send me a check.
Yeah, send me one too, Donald. I ain't going to vote for you, but you can send the money anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Send that money. Send that money. Send that money. And that's what you can do.
I'm gonna go and spend his minimum wage check so fast. They send it my way.
All right, y'all. So when Iran attacked the U.S. bases over there, Donald Trump initially came out and said there were no injuries, nobody was killed, there was little damage to the base. He lied. There are now 64 people with brain injuries from the attack. But he tried to jump on there, and the mainstream media went right along with it. This is why you can never trust the mainstream media. And they said there were no injuries and no deaths. And 64 brain injuries, y'all. 64 brain injuries. And some of the people had to be transported over to Germany because they were so severe. And you know, Iran, they're going to continue the attacks. See, they want deaths for the death of that general. They're going to keep going. Just understand that.
And this dummy really think just because they're quiet that they're not going to plot again. What a dumb statement that is.
And they've been quiet lately. That's what they should get nervous about. Them people being quiet.
Oh, those people.
But this fool talking about since everything is calm, he gonna think shit gonna happen.
They want blood for the death of that general. Okay. When they showed that funeral, those people could hardly turn in the street, so many of them turned out. So no, they're going to keep going until they kill Americans, and that's really the bottom line.
Oh yes, they want blood.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Oh, most
all of that because all of this occurred because he tried to prevent two other countries from coming together, which is Iran and Saudi Arabia. He did not want them coming together. And I believe that's the real reason he did that illegal bullshit.
Well, yeah, he didn't have no reason to kill that general. That general didn't do anything. And the reason kept changing, if you notice. He was going to target embassies. And they said there was nothing that indicated that general was going to target an embassy. Then he tried to say they stopped him from starting a war. He wasn't trying to start no war. So Trump just straight up lied in order to assassinate that man.
What he really didn't want was Iran cutting into the Saudi Arabian oil. He did not want them to be a partner, and I believe that's the real reason he did that illegal act.
I wouldn't doubt anything at this point, KD. The only one that supported him was Israel. If you notice, none of the European nations supported Trump in what he did. None of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, KD, that when them dragons of Arabia remember their nature, which they already remember that, but they gonna unite and they gonna kick the United States ass up out that Middle East.
Yeah,
that's the one thing, Mike. Yeah. What they don't realize is all of Ishmael is actually coming together, and that's the very thing that dumbass 45 trying to prevent.
And you know what? Y'all both are right, because from what I was reading at the time of that assassination, they said that general was very popular all over the Middle East. He was not just popular in Iran. He was popular in Syria, Iraq, and other parts of the Middle East.
Right, Lisa, because in the scriptures in 2nd Esdras 16, he said he was going to stir up the Carmanians. That Soleimani is from the Kerman province, which is Carmania.
Yep, sure is. Yep.
Yeah, Donald Trump just fulfilled part of that prophecy that's in 2nd Esdras 16 chapter.
Yes.
And in that scripture, that's how I know they're going to come together, because it said the dragons of Arabia was going to come together, remember their nature, and they're going to whoop the United States ass over there, because it mentioned the United States as Babylon, which that's who that is. And then they get through whooping their ass, the king of the north, the king of the east, Russia and China is coming with them Arabs, and they coming over here.
Yeah,
Whoop
well,
ass
Russia
back
already
then.
said, you're right, Mike. Russia already said if anything went down between the US and Iran, they were going to be on Iran's side. They already openly said that.
See that? See? We witnessing Bible prophecy.
And then after that, you know, Trump and Bibi, you know, tried to do some sham deal over there to the fucking Palestinians, and the Palestinians rejected it. I mean, they knew it was a sham deal from the start.
KD, how do you make a peace plan and you exclude the people that are supposed to be part of that plan? He did the whole plan with Israel and completely excluded Palestine. How do you do that? The peace deal is supposed to be between Israel and Palestine, right? So if you were going to come up with a plan, you should have brought everybody together. Instead of doing that, he just came together with Israel and then threw the plan up in Palestine's face. Yeah, them people are mad. You didn't give them a seat at the table.
All I believe it was is that they tried to give them 1967 borders to Israel all by themselves. That's what this shit was all about.
Right, but KD, you can't come up with a peace plan and exclude one side of the people that is part of the plan. So yeah, the Palestinians are upset. You came up with a whole plan without them. And Trump got the nerve to be upset because they damn near slapped the thing back up in his face and say, F you.
Donald Trump, you have stirred up the hornet's nest. I'm telling you, when them hornets get over here, in the scriptures, because the scriptures ain't lying, them people gonna kill children. They're not gonna spare the wound. They're gonna ravish women.
Yes.
And every goddamn thing.
Sure.
Telling you.
And 145, and just like what Mike said, just by doing this sham ass deal, you're bringing Ishmael even closer.
Yeah.
You know what, Kelly? And you know what? And some of them bitches is already over here.
They sure are. There's a lot of Iranians living in America. Make no mistake.
I mean, hell, I even got some of them up next to me in Dearborn.
Yeah, I worked.
Not just Chaldeans either.
Here in New Jersey, when I was still in corporate America, I worked with some of them Iranians that lived here. I worked with some of them. So, no, there are plenty of them here.
Yeah. Hell, I know some of them. Hell, they got gas stations where I live. You know what I'm saying? And can't stand a heathen. And it would let me know. I don't know why they so cool with me, but they sure would let me know. I can't stand them.
Hey, I got a couple of them gas station relationships too, Mike.
There's a reason for that, Mike. Now, I want you to think back when those Iranians took the U.S. citizens hostage that were over there.
Right.
And if you remember, they let all of the black hostages go because they said they knew they were the chosen people and they didn't want to be on the wrong side of the Most High. The Iranians know who we are.
Right. You're exactly right. I remember that, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. They know who we are. And see,
because I remember a story where actually there was actual troops over there, black troops over there in the Middle East, and they were also told to go home too.
Yeah, and let me tell y'all something. Over in other parts of the world, they learn international history. And part of that international history is about us being the chosen people. America won't teach that history for a variety of reasons. Number one, they'll have to tell you about their history over in Europe. In Europe, they sold their own people into slavery. In Europe, they went through the Dark Ages. In Europe, they have a fucked up history. They do over there. And when they came over here, all they did was clear out their jails. These people didn't come from good stock. They came from criminals. All right. And number two, if they teach us international history, they would have to teach us about ourselves. That's why they give you this American history shit and not the kind of history the rest of the world get, which is international history.
Yeah, quote unquote lies out of Texas with the damn textbooks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So these people, these heathens in America, just don't know what they got coming. Some of them know,
No,
but majority of them just don't know. They done sealed their fate.
no, and let
I
me,
mean, shit, Mike Obadiah is whooping their ass right now.
but let me
Exactly.
tell Cody and Mike, let me tell y'all something. When I was in corporate America, I worked with a Nigerian woman, and she told me she knew who we were.
What?
She brought her history book in, and she showed it to me from school. They get to keep their books. They don't have to turn their books in like they do here in America. She brought her book in. There was a whole section on African Americans and the fact that we were God's people in her history book. This was in her history book, y'all.
Wow,
Okay.
man.
America wants that. That's why America only want to teach you this U.S. history bullshit. They don't want to teach you anything beyond that.
I mean, because what I've been noticing with them, with that damn factory of lies out of Texas, where they make them damn textbooks and shit, they keep changing the damn history over the years too. So basically, they're pushing their bullshit agenda through the textbooks.
Right, and they also keep changing the byword, colored, black, African American.
Exactly.
You know, they keep changing our byword.
Yeah, and those Texas books they print out, they call us indentured servants.
Yeah, migrant workers. Yeah, migrant that came over here and we wanted to work for free. Who the fuck wants to work for free?
Migrant workers, we were brought here against our fucking will.
That's what they put in there, that we were migrant workers that came over here and we wanted to work for free. Who the hell wants to work for free? But that's the bullshit they tried to
man.
Hey,
Oh,
Lisa,
man.
did you see that video? If you see that video, Lisa, that Middle Eastern woman begging us to come back home?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, hell, Mike. There was an article over there in Iran actually wanted us to go over there to protest with them.
Yeah, well, see, the Most High told us to get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
We got orders from the commander-in-chief.
And
Yeshua.
You best believe I'm following those orders.
You damn right. I'm staying the hell out of the damn way.
Damn right.
Yeah, because when Yahweh Shah comes back and fuck this old place up, he gonna do it in 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, KD, you know what I'm gonna tell them heathens? Don't come over here come out help. No, damn.
No,
I'm gonna tell their ass, get the hell on. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna let your ass cling up under me. Fuck that.
Wait a minute, KD. You know what, Mike? That's true. Because every time something happens here in America, what do they say? Oh, you guys, we need to unite. No, we don't.
No. Fuck that. Hold your own damn nut.
No. Hell no.
Hell no. Hell to the no. Shit no.
Yeah, right.
Hold your own nuts. Hold your own nuts, heathen. You did this to yourself.
Mm-hmm. That is the truth. All right, y'all. Now, over here in America, with the coronavirus, they're saying in California, 200 Americans can face quarantine.
Oh, this is not good.
No. 200 Americans can face quarantine with the coronavirus.
I'm worried about True Raw. Shoot, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because on top of that, you got all this filth with the homeless crisis, you know, with the filth being on the damn ground. Now they got to deal with this. Mm-hmm. This is what I was talking about. California, man, they about to get it the worst.
Yeah.
And everything I'm reading.
It's gonna rock the whole United States for it's over with.
Wildfires. They gonna get wild. They already got wildfires, and they got this homeless crisis going on. Wow.
Yep.
It's a fucked up time to be in California right now. I even got a couple of cousins out there.
Yeah, they got tent cities in California and Washington State.
We got them around us too. We got those drug addicts in them tents.
Yeah, I see them on the bridges and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And where I'm from, we
Yeah.
got homeless people. We got homeless people in Mississippi, and hell, they running them out of the libraries. They'll go to the library to, to warm up through the day.
Yeah.
But yet, according to this dumbass, the economy is doing well.
Well, he's too busy worried about his impeachment.
And not only that, he got a price on his head by a couple of Iranians too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm saying the Iranians are going to keep going until they get some deaths. They are not satisfied with no injuries, and you done killed their general. Okay, they'll never be satisfied with that. All right, so this came out yesterday on February 1st. They have the first recorded death outside of China from the coronavirus in the Philippines. And altogether, the death toll has passed 300.
How fast did that shit kill you? I mean,
within days. Within days.
Oh, I don't know why I heard that shit kill you in 20 minutes. I don't know where I heard that from.
Yeah, it kills you within days. So most of the people that have died, they said, had weakened immune systems, or they had other, they had other conditions that attributed to their death. That's what they're claiming.
And then on top of that, don't put it past Moab to develop a device, strike over here with that damn disease contained in there.
Yeah, well, KD, it gets even worse for them. They have reported the first few cases of the bird flu over there on top of the coronavirus.
Oh my gosh, that's deadly.
Hey,
the bird flu again.
KD, I did a lesson on that. Where the Most High said he was gonna send plagues over the whole earth.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my people back home, hey, it's here. It's already going down. They just ain't putting it in the news.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I believe China is under reporting these numbers. I think it's far worse over there than what they're telling us.
Well, of course they are, Lisa. It's freaking Moab. They're right next to the damn near colonizers. Mm-hmm. They've got the same mannerisms.
Yes.
And I'll pray that the Most High hit them heathens and don't come near us.
Yeah. Oof. Thank you, Daph. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. So go ahead, KD.
And for our folks, this ain't the damn time to be loving everybody. This ain't the time for that. Leave them alone.
No.
Just like Revelation 18:4 say, come out of her so you don't share in her plagues.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yep, that's right, KD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and you heard that China is building 2 hospitals, and they said the hospitals will be finished in about 3 weeks.
Well, there's some building motherfuckers, ain't it?
And I said, wow, you gonna build 2 hospitals in 2 to 3 weeks? Really? I think they are anticipating this coronavirus is going to be bad for them to slap up some hospitals that damn fast.
You can build 2 hospitals in 3 weeks?
That's what they say they're going to do. That's what they're doing.
Boy, they are building the Egyptians, boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know? And like I said, they done quarantined a second city. It's not just Wuhan anymore. So, yeah, I think they saw how bad it is. And I think this is my opinion. I'm not saying this is a fact. I think these 2 hospitals are specifically for people with coronavirus. I don't think they want them mixing in with folks at other hospitals.
Man, I'm trying to figure out if this thing that contagious, it's gonna hit everybody.
Yes.
And the thing is, Big Mike, even if they build those 2 hospitals, how good are their medical staff? I got a question that too.
The staff gonna get infected, KD. Who's gonna take care of the staff?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I saw how covered up they were when they were dealing with a few people, on videos I was watching. Shoot, they covered up from head to toe. trying
And
to
when
have
that shit,
patience.
and when that shit hit the United States, you know these heathens gonna panic. Woo!
They're already
And I gotta say this to our folks out there on a small note. If you're trying to buy anything from there, please don't.
yeah.
You might wear it on your feet and don't even know it.
Yeah, and do just what Sister Blackfoot Winfield said. Stop eating all that damn Chinese food.
I just said that in the beginning of the live stream. Leave those restaurants alone.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because if you eating chicken, a lot of that chicken that they like to eat at Popeyes and all the other little fast food, that shit comes from China.
Yeah, it sure does, KD. Yeah, they do eat horse and donkey. They eat anything. Look, these motherfuckers eat bats, okay? Like I said, I ain't never seen no bat that look appetizing.
Yeah, a lot of your pork products come from China.
Yeah, sure does. And they always having some kind of swine flu over there too.
Catfish is now starting to come over here from China. Importing catfish. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, I ain't touched catfish in a long time, and the fact that that's against the word, I'll never touch catfish again.
Yeah, no scales. Yeah, fried bats. Yeah, they be eating all that crazy shit over there.
Woo. Boy, woo. I hope some of my people get off that swine. Woo.
I do too. Everybody should have put that shit down by now. Man.
And with that said, I think there's probably gonna be some more grocery store closings due to this too, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, don't forget about that nasty ass seafood, cause a lot of that shit come from over there too.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to put.
Oh Lord, especially Japan too.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to put these Chinese food businesses out of business, and stop going in there buying that hair products, because all them hair products up in their stores come out of China.
Yeah. Lord. You walk around here bald headed with the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, dealing with alopecia too.
You know, and the thing is, whenever you buy anything out of them stores, that shit comes out of China. You don't know what viruses is on the surface of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be walking around here looking real rough.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing of it is, it's like this dumbass 45. He's running around, with this he's celebrating this deal as if it's something great. No, motherfucker, you did a dumbass move, because you got a country that's been slapped with coronavirus. You're basically telling Americans it's okay to die.
Mm-hmm. I feel so sorry for the beer makers. Corona, ain't nobody gonna drink a Corona.
I know, right? I know.
I mean, hell, Mike. Mike. I shared that joke on Facebook, and it was going around like crazy.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. Something I want to show y'all that I thought was a little funny. China is flying drones around the country, scolding people for not wearing face masks. Okay, I'm gonna play this shit for you. All right, hold on 1 second here. See if I can turn the volume. The volume is up.
老奶奶，别看了，这是咱们穿的无人机啊！你不戴口罩就不要出去，不要乱跑。
Meanwhile, Chinese officials are using talking drones to police the millions of people who may be at risk of getting the coronavirus. You can see one drone following this older woman and telling her off for not wearing a mask, while another man was questioned at a rural area. This tactic is being praised by some as an innovative way to raise awareness about the disease.
So they got talking drones. I said, boy, don't give America no ideas, because these motherfuckers will send that shit to the hood talking about you Negroes are getting ready to be rounded up and put in jail, Don't give America no damn ideas, y'all.
Well, Lisa, they already using drones to spy in the hood. They're already doing that.
Yeah, I know. Look, Mike, there was one time, this must have been like around 2016. I swear to you, every night the same lights were in the sky. And I kept saying, why? Where did this thing come from? And it was there night after night after night. And one of my son's father got on the phone and he said, describe it to me. And I described it and he said, that's a drone. And I said, what? He said, that's a drone up in the sky right outside your window. I closed them blinds. I closed my blinds so fast. Man, no, they do that. Big Mike is right. They do that shit around here.
Yeah, they do it where I'm from. They'll put that drone in the sky and they be sitting there, watching folks, spying on folks.
Mm-hmm. And he was from the military. He knew exactly what I was talking about. He said, that's a drone. He said, I don't know why, but they got a drone around where you live. And I closed them, man. I closed the blinds. I closed the curtains. I closed everything.
For us to have no power and us being no threat, they're gonna go ahead and put drones in the damn hood. This is how desperate they are.
They're gonna put them talking drones just like on them Chinese people. They're gonna bring them in the hood. You watch. They're gonna have that shit over here.
I give them something to watch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. The U.S. is going through a housing crisis. I'm not surprised. As far as I'm concerned, these houses are way overpriced. And the incomes have not kept up with all of these high-priced homes and things on the economy. Even the rent. A lot of these people are working full-time jobs and they can barely afford their rent.
Yep.
That's
true. Because
I say flat out. Even with all this, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, I know because I had a townhouse, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and I was spending $1,000, and I could barely keep up.
Yeah.
And I got a good ass job. So these homes they build and they slap them up, like I said, in 2 weeks. And they cheaply built, and they want to charge you $200,000, $100,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. But as the baby boomers die out, they're already saying it's going to be a lot of empty communities in America. Because remember, the other generations are way smaller than the baby boomers. They said the same way it is over in Japan right now is going to be the same way it will be in the U.S., especially these retirement communities. Millennials are not going to move in no retirement community. So a lot of these retirement communities they have constructed all over America, these young folks don't want to live there.
Well, Lisa, it makes sense now. That's why they gentrifying the inner cities now, because they want to control that now because it ain't that many of them as it used to be to control the suburb of America.
That's right.
You would seem to think that with all this gentrification project going on, they think they was going to recoup on all that property tax. But I'm gonna say it flat out, it's a major failure.
Yeah, the country's going to collapse financially. You can't keep upping the price and you got a smaller population. You're not reproducing. You're not having babies. That means there's going to be less people in the country.
Yeah, they give these bogus ass loans for these houses, knowing these people can't pay that shit.
Right. And
I mean, hell, actually, some of these gentrifiers are even coming through the deals that come from the hood with these houses because they know houses are cheap in the hood, so that's why they're taking advantage of those deals over there.
Well, during the last housing bubble, y'all, they built communities here in New Jersey that never had people living in the homes. The homes are actually dilapidating now. They got whole communities that they could not sell. And the houses are just sitting there.
And Lisa, it's the same way down here in Mississippi. They built these big, nice, lavish communities, and and you go through that, all you see is for sale signs.
Yeah, and then you go through, especially a lot of them were down by the shore, you can go down there and pass several communities that have been sitting there for years and don't have not one sold house in the community. They went over the top. They went too far in building, and it was just not enough people to buy all them damn homes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's the same way in the automobile industry. Them loans on them automobiles, it's in a crisis.
Yeah.
Same.
And then you will come to think, Big Mike, all those shits are already tightened up in both the home and the auto industry. When it comes to these loans, they're already tightened up. So even with that said, they weren't going to have many loans approved anyway.
Right, but see, the incomes have not kept up with the inflation, and that's a big problem too.
Yeah, because they said it hadn't even been an increase of wages since the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. 70s?
Yeah, 70s. They have not gone up for 40, 50 plus years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't want to raise, come on, we white folks, slave wages. Come on. That's what they like to pay. Yeah, 1973.
Yeah. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the market looking for a house here. I told my realtor, I said, look, I'm not finna go spend no $200,000 for a cheaply built ass house.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm not stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear you.
I mean, look, I understand some of these, rich firms trying to push home ownership, but I have to ask myself, is that really the smartest thing right now with all this, with this renter, with this renter wagon going on? I'd rather be a renter right now.
There are too many of these houses are overpriced. They've gone overboard in price. It's just greed, They've gone overboard pricing these homes. And like I said, the incomes have not kept up. And these younger generations, they don't want these big ass overpriced homes. They don't even want them. And that's one of the complaints they got. And I did a video on it, how these millennials are not buying these homes. They're not buying homes like the generations before them did.
Hell, if you making $40,000 a year, and you mean to tell me I'm approved to get a $200,000 house?
Yeah.
No. Hell no. That basic math telling you're going to be in the red for 15, 30 years trying to pay that shit off at a $40,000 yearly income.
Right. Exactly.
Hell, these damn kids can count. Shit, these kids know what the hell going on.
I mean, hell, Big Mike, they're already struggling with student loans. What makes you think they're going to afford an overpriced house?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And this old black man, this older guy, the black guy, elder guy that I know where I live, he says, young man, he said, if you make $75,000 a year, you ain't got no business buying a house $140,000, $60,000, $70,000. And I said, why you say that? He said, it's basic math, man. You making 75, you gonna go in the red trying to pay for a house that might not be yours?
Right.
He said, no, what you do, you go catch one of these heathens that's in foreclosure and you buy that house pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, these new communities, they're gonna be sitting there for a long time. And they're gonna really feel it, especially once the baby boomers are gone and it's less of them here. Oh, you're gonna see empty community after that happens.
And then on top of that, their only hope of even recouping is putting all this new property in auction. That's the only way they got. Other than that, they hit.
Yeah, but you know what, Katie? This whole, like I said, I believe America's going to implode financially. I really do.
It's already here, Lisa. Shit, it's the truth. Just saying the truth.
I mean, but that's also the reason that all these economists are hollering recession. They think the shit ain't gonna come, but it is.
Yeah. No, it's definitely coming.
Yeah, like that little saying go, catch a tiger by his toe. I'm gonna catch one of these heathens by his toe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sell that house because he's done plummeted financially, and I'm gonna get that house penny on the dollar.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Them tax liens. That's the way smart people are doing it now, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're smart about it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
just
how,
common sense.
man. That's how I'm gonna get my new house. I'm gonna get my new house through that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all.
That's
And
what I'm doing.
I'm reading also that fire over there in Australia is still going strong. Now they had rain.
Wow. Damn, it's still going?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still
Damn.
going strong.
I guess that prayer them Christians and them Muslims didn't help.
I don't think it did. Nope. They already said it's going to go on for months before it completely goes out. They already said it. That fire started way back. Now, some reports I read said September and some said October. So it's been going on now. That's 6 months now?
Is it summertime in Australia?
Yes. And they're going through a drought. And on top of that, they're going through a drought.
Well, they got hit with a hard drought last year.
Yeah, they're in one this year too.
And they got hit with sinkholes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Australia is already finished after this.
I was listening to some of the Aborigines. They said the way we get treated around here, let the bitch burn. I said, I hear you.
I'm with you. Hell, when them Arabs get their ass over here, I'm gonna say, have your way.
Mm-hmm.
Ishmael gonna fuck some shit up, Mike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, y'all, we saw what January was like. Man, if February is the same way, we gonna be in for something this year.
Whew.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, my birthday's next Saturday. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait a minute, my birthday next. My birthday in next 2 Fridays, actually.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That's what's up. Yeah, we need all donations sent to me and KD to our United
Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be lovely, man. That'd be lovely, y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. We're gonna conclude. And some of you asked me for an address to send money orders. Just look in the comment section and the list of ways you can donate. I do have an address there that you can use if you want to send the money order. I know a few people reached out to me and were asking for an address. You'll see it in the comment section when the video, when this live stream is done.
Because I was seeming to think that don't you have a P.O. box, Lisa?
Yeah, it is a P.O. box. Mm-hmm. So you will see that. All right, everybody. Yes. I want to thank Big Mike and KD for coming and going over the current events. We'll definitely do this again next week because there's always a ton of stories to talk about. We don't run out of nothing to say. We don't run out of nothing to say up in here.
With the way this Gentile world is ending or close to an end, you absolutely right about that, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. So y'all, just keep your eyes on things and keep your immune systems up. So, y'all stay strong out there because we don't need to lose any of our people to a coronavirus. We don't need that. So y'all
go buy you some lemons, black man, black woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all just hollered at True Royal about that behind the scenes, so I hope she responds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go buy you some raw lemons, black man and black woman. Eat all the oranges, citrus, all you can eat, because it will build you up.
Yes. Very good.
And when you see the heathens fall by the wayside with the coronavirus, give them a big middle finger.
No, I'm gonna do a symbol and grab my crotch, say y'all hold your own nuts. Y'all on your own.
And see, I'm gonna do what Big Mike say. I'm gonna walk by with my big bushel of oranges and say they be lying on the ground with the coronavirus. I'll be like, hold your own nuts. and peeling my oranges as I'm walking past them.
Oh, that's a good idea too, Lisa.
Yes, I'm gonna stop by Walmart in a minute and buy me a big old bag of lemons and oranges, and I'm gonna eat lemons going down the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I might buy that tonight. Actually,
I had some lemons.
Yeah,
I make ginger tea, and I always put a lemon in my ginger tea. So I had my lemon this morning.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll chew a whole sour lemon in a minute. Shit, I'm sure open to go buy some here when I get to this Walmart over here.
Mm-hmm. And the ones I got, they were actually kind of big. I don't know where they got these suckers from. They were huge.
I don't know where they got them from, but they that big. I'm sure gonna eat them. I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. All right, family. Y'all all have a good one. Shalom. And please stay healthy and strong and safe wherever you are in this country.
All right, Shalom, Lisa and Big Mike.
Shalom.